Welcome, shot callers and ult trackers. This is week 5 of NACE Starleague Varsity Overwatch. I am Niv, as always, and with me,
I'm Cthulhu Carioa.
yes, and today we are facing the University of Central Florida, UCF. Those are the acronyms. Yes, it's University of Central Florida, the Knights. This is an exciting point because I think this is a real turning point in the season. We are halfway through. This is week 5 out of 9, and I think the standings have sort of like shaken up. You know, we kind of know where everyone stands. There's just a few ties that need to be broken.
Yes, for sure. Of course, UCF is currently tied for 7th. However, we are currently tied for 2nd place in conference. That's nothing to scoff at, folks, considering how we weren't even able to be near that last semester.
Yeah.
This semester, we're coming out swinging.
Not to dampen your enthusiasm, but I do need to mention that we're tied for 2nd with 3 other teams. There's that beautiful graphic we have. It's right there. And as you can see, there are 4 teams tied for 2nd. Kennesaw, Bryan Stanton College, University of South Carolina, University of North Carolina. And which of those teams beats each other is going to determine who gets the conference playoffs, only top 3. Now, as you can see at the very top, Converse University, right? They are number 1. They are undefeated not only in matches, but in maps. They haven't lost a single map yet. And this is nothing new because last semester they were also undefeated and they got into national playoffs at C12. So I'm not going to say that it's a done deal that they're going to be number 1 in our conference, but it would take a monster of a fight to take down this Titan.
Yes, that might be. If we don't have a Game 6 until then, that might be our first Game 6.
Yeah, for sure. So if we just assume Converse is going to get number 1 spot out of the 3, that leaves only 2 spots for this game of musical chairs, and that's what we're hoping to get. But today shouldn't be too tough. I don't want to jinx it, but UCF not quite as strong of a team as UNC, so hopefully this will be a nice relaxing match for the players.
Yes, a nice little breezeway, trying to, keep the skills polished, make sure we're not getting too rusty on the sticks or this case would be the keys.
Yes, it's a good time, I think, to try out maybe new strategies or solidify existing ones.
Yes, just honestly, I'm excited to see what we got coming. Minshai and Lect both have been coming out with some nasty plays.
For
Don
sure.
Hostway, the anchor, the rock that we always need.
Yeah.
Not to mention you always have Mist, B, Master Swood always coming in, and they're always taking things to the top on the healing spectrum.
And Rardino.
And you can't forget Rardino.
Last but not least.
Saving the best for last, man.
Yeah. Build up the hype a little bit.
My mistake. I did say Mist was a support player. They are a tank player.
Yes.
Might be. They're the monkey.
Mist always coming in as our dependable off tank.
True. They're not always Winston. They play many hats, play many roles.
I gotta say, UNC definitely very flexible in their hero pool, and that has proven to be a boon so far.
Yes, we are always coming up with new tricks, coming up with new surprises, and we're always going to pop them when you least expect it.
Yeah, so tell you what, if Mist comes out on the monkey, I wouldn't even be surprised. I mean, I would, but I'd be like,
right.
They're up to something. They know what's up.
No, yeah, if they come out, to be fair, if they come out with like a Winston and someone else, that's definitely going to be like a surprise.
Yeah, regardless, I do see 12 in the lobby today. I heard it was so sad. League of Legends, who were up just before us, could not get their full lobby. But I think I can confirm that that's not going to happen today. We are going to be able to see some Overwatch.
Going full blast, folks.
Yes. I'm hearing that Game 1 is starting on Lijiang Tower. Harrison, correct me if I'm wrong, but is this the 3rd time we've had Lijiang Tower in a row?
It might be the 4th.
4th time?
Yeah, it's definitely the 3rd. Might be the 4th.
Yeah,
we go here a lot as our first map because we're not only are we very confident on this map. Not many other teams seem to be able to match our confidence,
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I mean, yeah, a lot of teams. Now, granted, last week we did see a bit of contestation on our general strategy, especially on that more open map where it's easy for Lucio to get his boops. Because a lot of times we come in, we just kind of try to attack from all possible angles. And a lot of times you see that teams aren't really built to handle attacks from all sides. They're more built to handle attacks coming from one direction.
Yeah.
The one that Ryan can block toward.
Yes, though your one shield can block one direction, typically how it goes. But we'll just have to see. Yeah. Just a quick note to our producers, though, that It would be nice to be able to see our monitor.
Yeah, so far we're taking a lovely look at this Lenovo screensaver. Middle finger's popping out right now, ladies and gentlemen.
But it's all good. We're in the game. We can, in fact, see what's happening, and so can you, because that's the miracle of technology.
Yes, ready for battle, preparing to attack. It seems that on UNC we have the classic Lect on Pharah, Don Josue on Sigma. He is rocking that Ana. Minshai on the Symmetra, Raw Dino on the Mercy, and Mist on the Hamster Ball. UCF Esports seems to be going for a much more coalesced organization like usual. They do have a Symmetra, but however, they are also you do see Asadi Wadi going on that. I want to say McCree, but I know it's Cassidy.
It is Cassidy now. It's going to take a while to get used to it.
I remember this time.
I am getting deja vu, Harrison, because Lect is once again in the air, raining down damage through these windows. This is exactly how last week's match started, and UNC did get the early advantage last time, so let's see if they do it again.
Of course, Asadi Wadi is trying his best to try and negate this Pharah here, which is something you like to see. They definitely watch their VODs. They are ready. However, it doesn't seem like it's going to really work out for UCF. They had a plan, but they didn't seem they were able to handle Minshai's Tracer.
Such a slippery character. He slips right in there into this square point.
Yes.
And gets 2 limbs right off the bat. I think he just topped it off with a 3rd one. And
Glory Blade having to kill themselves so that they do not having to kill themselves so they can recover with their team just as fast, not delay their return to the point for the next team fight. Mist already trying to get in there. They're trying to get into that back line.
Once again, Harrison, deja vu.
Yes.
This is exactly how it shaked out last time. I believe now it's time for Don Josue to have a huge gravitic flux.
Yep.
Just have to wait and see. It is already Black Mist going down. Minshai getting 2 more to open up the new fight. And that's a fight that ends before it even began.
I mean, it doesn't really matter if they get our off tank, if they all end up dying to Lect and Raw Dino, just absolutely peppering them senseless.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see a switch coming out from UCF. Cassidy not quite enough. Wait, was Dolphin on Soldier the whole time?
Dolphin was originally, I believe, on Symmetra.
Right.
However, he switched to Soldier possibly in an attempt to get more hit scan to a contest.
I think this is
absolutely
good.
Massive things. Mist taking a lot of damage, gets the health pack. Will it be enough?
I mean, this is what Mist is supposed to do on ball. He's supposed to soak up all the abilities and get out in the nick of time, which he does. And he's going to be healed right up. Oh, Lect gets the boop onto Dolphin while we weren't paying attention.
I do want to mention that I do hear a Doom Fist. Justice reigns from above, not quite, more or less just going to take up space. No Doom Fist? I could have sworn I heard a Doom Fist.
That's interesting. You know, lots of sounds in Overwatch. Easy to get confused. This is the 3rd time Glory Blade's going to having to reset by jumping off the edge. And if I had to guess, that off-tank player is probably not having a great time right now.
Oh, yes, for sure. Honestly, it might have been Sigma I was hearing. I don't know what his ult lines sound like for sure.
You mean, no, I'm not going to try it. It's in Dutch. I would murder it. Regardless, it is 91% on the point. UNC has almost got this one in the bag, but UCF does have one last push. They can't have any early drops like they have the last few fights. They have to all get to the point as 6.
That's the thing. I don't know if that Winston's really working. The Winston doesn't really do enough damage. However, an aimbot might be just what they need. That is going to be B going down.
Yeah, both the Flyers no longer in the fight. Mist is still there, though, with a nice pool of health, and he's going to be spinning to winning for a while, as well as Don Josue.
Yeah, don't forget about him. He's going to be peppering with the rocks. However, he does get booped off.
Pandemonium wants in on the boop game. Doesn't want Lect to have all the fun. Glory Blade once again having to jump off the map.
At this point, I wonder if it's just him trying to be like, yeah, I wonder, part of me wonders if he fell off thinking his team lost, and his team's now like, duh, bro, we were fine.
I have seen that happen before. It is sad. Let's hope it doesn't happen this time.
That is going to be, Mist maybe catching Dolphin off guard. However, it seems like Dolphin's able to hold on to his health.
Yes, it's actually Rardino who goes down. Assad picks up some notes from the enemy team, gets a nice stick onto the support, and that's going to be UNC down a player for this fight. They might just have to back up for a bit.
They do have time, and they probably shouldn't pop any ults in this team fight. UCF does have a very nice ult economy. Oh.
Slept, and then Helix rocketed by Dolphin. That's a beautiful play there. That's going to set UNC back for even longer.
I stand corrected. Maybe this monkey taking up space with the bubble is going to actually work in its favor. Mist is going to be waiting for the right opportunity to get in there. However, you do see Lect peppering from above like usual.
He does have the barrage as well, so with some good support from B, he might be able to make something happen here.
We do hear some ults coming out.
Yeah, that's right. There's the bombs dropped on point. I believe there's a rally going as well for UCF, but it's not enough to keep them up because there's the barrage getting 2 for Lect.
Love to see it happen. Glory Blade does knock out Don Josue, but it might not be enough here. He's the only one on the point trying to get a boop off, however, almost kills himself once again.
Now, Glory Blade's still in the fight for now, but for how much longer? Black Mist,
Angry Monkey.
the evil twin of UNC's Mist, is quite angry, but gets taken down by Mist himself. And it's Dolphin coming in with a last-minute ult, trying to get something done, but it's a trickle of UCF onto the point, with UNC having quite a strong hold over it.
Overtime is now in play. Can UCF get back to it? Dolphin does it. Barely touches the point. Almost assassinates B. Not quite.
That was a glorious touch right there. If UCF can make this happen, it would be beautiful. I think it's possible. They just have to stagger their touches. And there's a kill from Assad onto the enemy. Minshai. That's going to be a good start.
I mean, Assad did get that nice little taunt. However, he does get put down pretty fast.
Yeah, you know what? That was a valiant effort. They brought it from 99 to 0
to 91 to
91. Yes.
Not bad, not quite a comeback.
Tell honestly. You what, I was in the UNC Varsity chat earlier, and you know what B said? It's winnable, but it's also losable. You know, you can't be resting on your laurels. You gotta watch out for this kind of thing.
That's for sure. UCF, once again, does not have the prettiest win record so far, but they do have a win record. It's not just a record of losses. They can pull it out from under us, and UNC does need to keep their wits about them.
That's right. Let's look at these new team comps coming out. UNC seems to be sticking on a pretty similar one. I do see a Brig coming out. This is good. Brig's been a little bit meta recently.
No, yeah.
And Brig will be good against that sort of dive comp that UCF is playing with the Monkey and the Diva.
That's true. And you saw Brig on both sides a lot last game.
Yeah, for sure. Popular pick. It is USC taking this side route to meet up in the white room. Lect already getting a lot of damage to start off. Builds up about 20% of ults.
Mist already jumping in. That is going to be, I believe that is Glory Blade already out of his mech. Blacksmith trying to make something happen. Does net a kill.
Yep, it's kill after kill after kill in this white room. UCF doesn't even get to touch the point. I stand corrected. Black Mist stands on the point for just a few seconds longer, but that's about it.
Yep. And now back to Lect, going to be peppering with those rockets. We do once again see Dolphin and Assad both on this hit scan trying to knock this Pharah out of the sky. However, so far it seems like the best chance they've had so far is letting Black Mist harass them.
Yeah,
They're not really getting that much off. Ooh!
Yeah, Dolphin not able to make anything happen there. It's actually Don Josue who picks up the kill, and that's going to be a delayed fight for UCF.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly pretty. Not only did the dynamite get blocked by Don Josue's like shield projectile, he just got like slammed into.
Okay, here's a pick. This could be something that UCF uses to get started, but Black Mist is rocked off the edge. Probably didn't have his jump pack. Hate to see that.
Yeah, and Dolphin is just not hitting these shots on the Pharah. I stand corrected. That was a nice shot. However, this may only work to give B enough charge to keep popping that Guardian Angel he is so well known for.
Absolutely. There is an opening kill from Minshai. I feel like there hasn't been a proper team fight in ages. It's just little brawls happening around the point. One pick happens, the team can no longer push. That is going to be Tamarin going off the map. You should know not to stand next to the edge, Tamarin.
And Glory Blade looking extremely low, probably searching for a healer. However, it looks like he did his classic.
Harrison, this is so sad because of how there hasn't been an organized team fight, UNC hasn't had to use any ults, and now they're stacked with 5 ultimates. UCF needs to take the point, but how are they going to do that? How are they going to do that?
Yeah, this is a very ugly look. I mean, take a look at UNC Varsity's ult charges. Yeah, did Lek just go down? Who cares? They still have 4 ults.
Yeah, and there's one of them coming out. He only gets 1, but that is probably going to be a kill. I stand corrected. No value there from the Gravitic Flux. It is Mist coming in with the next ults, trying to make something happen. They are at least stopping UCF from going to point, which is a good start.
However, it looks like they're making a good push. I stand corrected. However, it does look like Don Josue was able to net Asadi Wadi, though he does get revived. Mist is going to eat the dust. It looks like a nice contestation once again.
That's right. UNC has dumped most of their ults into this fight. Only the barrage left, and they have not won the team fight yet. This might be another comeback here. Dolphin finally gets that kill into Lek that he's been looking for the whole time.
Yeah.
And if I had to say, I think this is UNC's struggling to trickle back on.
That's true. However, they haven't quite taken it yet. I stand corrected. Minshai trying to get away, missed as well. Gonna have to try and run fast as he can. Not quite. The revive does come off. and that is going to be Minshai trying his best to get back. It does look like he's successful.
Like I said, it really speaks to Lek's prowess on that Pharah, that UCF is playing what is basically the hardest possible counter to Lek. Like the D.Va, the Ana, both hit scans, they are all solely picked to take down Lek, and in fact, they do so. And Dolphin actually on a roll takes down B as well. That's both flyers off the team for UNC. They're probably just going to have to wait.
Not to mention, Bob is about on deck alongside a Nano Boost, a Guardian Angel, and a D.Va Bomb. UNC only has the Minshai Bomb on lock right now. Honestly, I think it's time for Lek to do a switch. I think he's getting hard countered. I think he's just getting hard countered.
You know, maybe so. And Minshai also showing that he can also get countered. Assad pulling his weight, getting a kill. Once again, this is that really scrappy fight. There's really no team fights happening. It's just one kill after another.
Asadi Wadi does go down. However, Bob is going to do something.
He does do something. Runs all the way across onto that bridge, making sure that UNC is not able to push as a whole yet. They do have the rally from Rar Dino. That's going to be huge as they try to worm their way onto point.
For sure. I can tell right now. Lek is almost to his ult. However, it doesn't get to come out.
No, it is all red in the kill feed, with UCF showing that once they have control of the point, they know how to hold on to it.
That's true. However, they only have 2 ults on deck compared to UNC's approximately 2 themselves. However, they swap out the Guardian Angel for Ana.
That's an interesting choice. Yes, very late in the map, B chooses to switch to the Ana.
I mean, to be fair, this is their last push. We do see a Genji come out, not going to use that barrage.
Oh my gosh, yes, both of them say this isn't going to be her work. Let's see if we can get a Nano Blade. I don't know. It's overtime, so I don't think they're going to be able to build it up, but it is Assad opening it up with a high noon onto the point, making sure UNC has to watch corners. Lek does not watch his corners. Gets shot in the head.
Hate to see it happen. Raw Dino getting harassed. Ooh, it's not looking great. Minshai needs to touch the point, and he doesn't. Oh, he does.
Barely touched. Someone touched. I don't know who it was. UNC is barely in it, though. And it might be the opposite of the last map. It's 99 to 99, but right now it's USC that's in control. Glory Blade getting a nice 3K, including both supports. And
hate to see it happen.
What did I tell you, Harrison? Losable. It is a losable match we have here, and we're going to the 3rd point of Lijiang.
Yes, I think the main problem here is they just did not switch fast enough. I don't think Farah should have played to the next ult.
I think you're right.
I think that's what did the main, because if you look at the beginning of almost all those team fights towards the end, they immediately saw Lekt, and they're gone. There was
absolutely.
Lekt barely got to play in those team fights. They were always lagging behind because they were picked the minute they hit the sky.
I think you're right on the money, honestly. The picks, that was a game of picks for sure. It wasn't coordinated team pushes. I felt like I was watching Fortnite. People were sniping each other from across the map, knocking each other into the drink. Well, this is probably going to be a different story because both teams choosing to run out on the Reinhardt as the lead. Black Mist versus Don Josue. Kind of the typical team composition for Control Center.
We do see Lekt back onto that Junkrat. He is so well known for swinging around with.
Yes, it's actually B who goes down very quickly. Assad performing that assassination early on. And that should be a pretty good team fight because there's only a Lucio left to heal up UNC Varsity. If UCF is able to... No, UNC's just backing up. UNC doesn't want anything to do with this.
Yep. You hate to see it happen. The first team fight going solidly to UCF. Not a great start for UNC, who had such a solid control of things in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, tell you what, they caught UFC off guard, I think. I think they weren't ready for like Pharah. Now, Pharah, not great on this map, so they're going to have to try to make it work with just the Junkrat.
That's true. However, we do see a lot of damage coming out from both sides, and it just seems like UCF is able to try and anchor around their Reinhardt just a bit better.
That does seem to be the case. UCF holding down strong on the point, but they have used their eye field quite early. That means that they're not going to have it, actually. UNC also having to use it because they dropped quite low. B manages to save Don Josue from death, and that, okay, well, not anymore, but it is still UNC who has the numbers advantage on point. B tossing in that amplification matrix just to make sure that it's a done deal. I do believe they almost have control of the point, but Pandemonium is giving them a run for their money.
Giving them work, giving them the work, giving them the business.
And look at this, they're back now. The tanks are back. Yep. They're contesting even more.
They need to take care of Assad. He is doing.
Oh my gosh, they're pulling it back. They're actually doing it. Dolphin gets to throws in the bob as well. And UNC, despite what was a really good team fight, never gets control of the point.
Yeah, I think the thing is Assad was just Assad was buzzing in the back, not getting taken care of, and Pandemonium was able to live long enough to let his team get back to the point.
Definitely unsung hero of the team. Pandemonium on the Lucio, that stall can be so important, as we just saw. It is going to be, the double Gravitic Flux coming out from both teams. No kills quite yet, but they are falling quite low, and it's both Lucios that choose to throw in their beat as well to keep them up.
However,
Tamarin goes down.
Yep, Tamarin an early loss, but Minshai can't quite get the kill on Assad.
Yeah, Assad doing all the work that he can. Dolphin as well, but it is both a lot of UNC members still on the point, and it's going to be another stall situation for UCF.
I think they just can't get rid of Assad.
No, absolutely. And look at Pandemonium's at it again, hopping around point. Oh, he gets a kill onto Mist. Unbelievable.
However,
There's a big shatter for Don Josue. He doesn't want to
shatter, doesn't quite make it. No charge comes out. UCF clutching with a reverse 2-0 on the first map. You hate to see it happen.
I kind of love to see this happen. I feel like UNC, UNC needs to not get cocky. This is wake-up call, UNC.
No, yeah. I feel like if they just gone, I honestly feel like if they'd gone Genji earlier, they would have done just fine.
We do at least get to celebrate Lex play of the game.
A fantastic play indeed, but it didn't win the match. However, still good in its own right.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. That was very exciting.
No, yeah, it was the first two matches were extremely close. I think it just came down to character picks.
Yeah.
And the first map, Lectusfar, was so oppressive, and it was oppressive in the first half of the second round. But once they figured out how to once they figured out how to take Lect out of the equation permanently for most of the game, I think it was a done deal. And then in the third game, Assad was just so good at blitzing around these corners and speed blitzing the back line. It didn't even matter if they were able to win the team fight up front, if Assad and Pandemonium were able to just stick in the back and be the roach that never dies.
Yeah, like they were squatting on point, basically. This is our house. We're not leaving.
I mean, there were multiple times where there was 5 people on the point, and they just could not get a single bit of take.
That's not an exaggeration. You're right. That is what happened. I got to say, I think UNC by now has learned to respect Assad's Tracer and Dolphin's hit scan, and I'm expecting them to come out the next map to adapt to that and find ways to work around it. It is, Harrison, you will not believe this.
I'm going to take a hot guess. Is it, hear me out here, it's Oasis.
It is not Oasis.
God,
It is Kings Row for the third week in a row. I thought for once you wouldn't go
to Kings Row. Oh, God.
I mean,
God.
It is UNC's pick again because they lost. They want to go back to the basics.
Back to basics indeed.
Toss Don Josue on the Reinhardt. Get Mist on his Diva. Presumably we'll have Master Sweat coming in for the Lucio, and we'll have a good old Scrims row. The only question is, are they going to be able to counter the DPS?
That's true. Once again, we know usually it's our DPS that are shining bright like diamonds. However, it seems that this time around the UCF Knights are coming out swinging with some Knights clad in the most shining silver armor in Assad and Dolphin. That's the name.
Yes, absolutely. We are going to the map soon. Yes, it is Kings Row. We have the players loaded in. What was so interesting about Lijiang Tower to me was that when UNC came out, at first glance, they were dominating, right? They got 0 to 99. They had, at some point they had 6 ults to UCF's 0, like 1 ult or something.
Yeah, that's the thing is that I don't know if they used some of their ults too early, thinking it was going to be a wipe or something, but it felt like they were it was way too easy to push through all those ults. I know I'm not the one playing the Varsity Overwatch.
Yep.
But in my opinion, there's no reason they should have lost that.
I think they got sloppy.
They just got sloppy. They got
in my personal platinum opinion, I think they got sloppy.
Personal platinum?
Yes, my platinum opinion, which is my personal opinion. We are in Kings Row now.
However, it seems that we are.
I'm getting notes from a producer that we're working on getting the game to y'all. But we can tell you. There it is. We have Mist sitting in this lovely English location. It is Lek jumping in on the Doomfist, getting a nice punch. Love to see some Lect Fist coming out on this map.
Raw Dino is going to be on that Zenyatta. As a man who played a lot of Zenyatta himself, I love to see it.
Raw Dino's Zenyatta can be so devastating. We are going to see a similar team comp come out from UCF, though. It's actually Assad showing that he also has some range coming out on a flyer himself.
Yes.
Showing like how it's done by getting a kill onto him from above using that focusing beam. Does, what is it, like quadruple damage when you're below half health? Something crazy like that.
However, Assad is going to get knocked out of the air. Love to see it.
Yeah, that's right. Look at Tamarin already having the amplification maker. That could come out huge, but it is Rardano who uses the first ult of the game, trying to get his team onto the point without taking too much damage. They do manage to take out Glory Blade, so that's going to be no damage reduction from that D.Va.
However, not a single third taken quite yet. Still working towards it. However, it does seem Pandemonium hiding in the corner. Oh,
going in for the kill.
Yeah,
bloodthirsty, but Leg takes makes quick work of him.
Yeah, that was borderline an assassination attempt.
Yeah, honestly, I thought Shy was going to go down. But it doesn't happen, and it is UNC in control of the point, almost taking it all the way. They're at 90%. That's 100%.
Once again, UCF having to retreat pretty quick. However, they do lose 3 of their teammates before they can all regroup. That is going to be a bit of a late spawn. Mist peppering from the back, trying to possibly get Glory Blade out of his mech.
There it is.
And he succeeds!
With the fireball. That's a good old King's Row stagger right there.
And you see Raw Dino Zenyatta nice and peaceful on the payload. Love to see it.
Experiencing tranquility. Unlike these frontline players such as Black Mist, actually getting quite low, even though UNC hasn't entirely committed yet. Here's a lesson for all y'all Overwatch players in chat. Do not extend too far on King's Row second. You will get staggered. It will be terrible. You'll be sad.
Bob's about to do something. Don't know which Bob it is, but it's a Bob for sure. It appears to be Minshai's Bob. However, he gets immediately pumped down.
Assad back on the Tracer gets a kill on Lect as well. They have swapped roles from grounded to flying. It is going to be more kills coming up for UCF here on the point with a nice beat from Pandemonium to top them off. And that's UNC sent back to spawn.
Yeah, and pushed all the way to borderline killed at their spawn was Raw Dino. Minshai knocked right out.
That is a disrespectful kill right there. Through the doorway of spawn onto the enemy Ashe. Yeah, Minshai absolutely cannot underestimate Dolphin here on the hit scan.
Mist coming, gonna be hitting those back doors. However, it just, once again, I feel like it's just the Knights in Shining Armor, Assad and Dolphin coming out on absolute menace mode. Just coming out and wrecking our backline. There's a lot of red in this kill feed, however, I mean, if they don't have a Transcendence every single team fight, what are they gonna do?
I think that's a very good way of saying it. That's the second Transcendence from Rardino already, or maybe third? I don't know, but he's been on top of it.
No, yeah. Having Transcendence that often is nothing to scoff at. We do see Don Josue netting the kill on Dolphin. They are probably going to get this next point if they win, if they can hold them at bay in this next team fight. However, it's like I said, I mean, if these DPS keep screwing with our backline, I mean, it's not really going to matter if we can hold them from the front.
Yeah, good news is that UCF is not all there. Some of them got staggered and are still trickling back, which gives UNC most of the point, but it's not enough to prevent that shatter from going through. That is going to be Rardino going down at least, but it's still 5v5 on point at the moment, and Dolphin is back to rain those bullets onto point. Now UNC is having to back up through the streets, making negative progress for a bit, but they do manage to take down Black Mist. No more shield there for the USU Knights.
Pandemonium doing a surprising amount of damage on the Lucio. Area denied coming out from Mist.
It might have been for Not, though, as he goes down right after. Don Josue doesn't want to give it up just yet, using the Goridic Flux, which is countered quite nicely, but Pandemonium has yet another sound barrier.
Raw Dino now on the Moira, kind of sneaking around. Tamarin doing really well on this Baptiste. And it's a lot of blue in the kill feed. That right before we can take the point, UNC is stopped at the last second.
I gotta say, how much damage have UNC been taking if Raw Dino had to switch to the Moira? Now back on the... Hold on, have we switched Master Swift now to Lucio, Rardino now on the Baptiste. Moira was just a temporary pick, try to get the healing up a little bit.
That's true, and you do see Lex switching to what appears to be a Mei. However, it does seem like Don Josue's charge was blocked.
That was a beautiful little separation there, but UCF managed to weather it out. And now it's UNC on the back foot. They've used all their cooldowns, and they're trying to make something happen. They make something happen! That's Black Mist going down, Tamarin as well. Minshai tosses out that Bob, but it's not long for the living. Assad takes it out.
Yep, nerf this, not gonna get anything. You do see a Assad on the Hanzo, which is an interesting choice. A lot of blue in the kill feed, however, UNC does take the point.
Oh my god, I feel like UCF could have stopped that for a bit longer because there were definitely a couple bodies left on the point.
No, for sure. However, UNC is getting a bit more push. Love to see it.
Yeah, regardless if it was negligence or whether UNC just had that much damage in space control, we are now on this third point. With only 2 minutes to spare, UNC is kind of living by the skin of their teeth right now.
True. However, Lek does have a Blizzard almost
Oh, it's a
deck.
big shatter.
That's
Takes out 4 of them. But Master Swood is there with the support. He's a sound barrier. No one dies from that.
Pandemonium's almost got his own sound barrier. Gotta be careful. Hammer down coming out from Don Hostway. Looks like Tamarin's going to go down.
Oh, what a beautiful play there. They weathered the storm, and they managed to get almost a team kill onto UCF. Dolphin, the last man standing, but he's certainly not going to be long. There he goes. Now UCF is going to have to trickle back onto their own point.
One door is knocked off. That is going to be the Blizzard coming out extremely fast. That's going to be a full push from UNC.
Unbelievable. Not even an overtime.
Yeah, almost a minute and a half left. In the last second, UNC suddenly comes out swinging.
I mean, Lucio's coming up big today with not just the boops, but Master Swood saving no less than 4 of his teammates got shattered. That was going to be devastating if he wasn't prepared for that sound barrier. He absolutely was, and then UNC just rolled over the third point.
Minshai coming out with the thanks.
You're welcome, Minshai.
Love to see that appreciation.
Like, I don't know what the context is.
There's actually been a lot of people talking in like the public chat. I have to wonder if they're watching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people talking in like the game chat. It's kind of funny.
Well, if you see me, throw me a shout out to Niv. All right. Your trusty caster.
Your shots are incredible. I don't think he's talking to us. I think I probably wonders if he's supposed to be in the private chat.
Maybe he's talking to our wonderful observers, saying that our camera shots, our observation is incredible. Huge shout outs to our production team.
Okay, I think we're actually watching some public banter.
Well, Pandemonium is flaming his own teammate.
Yeah, that's just rude.
Okay, well, they're talking about Minshai being 4K on tank but playing DPS, but what they failed to mention is that he's also 3.9 on DPS. So it's not that much of a difference, y'all. And this guy's cracked on every role. Regardless, like, Dolphin really is holding his own.
Yeah, let's
headshot for headshot.
Let's begin the game going into the push round for UCF. We are going to see Lekt back on this Junkrat.
That's right. Assad trying out the Echo again. Not so bad on this first point where there's a lot of high ground and aerial control. It is going to be Black Mist going down early. Not going to be much of a point without your main shield tank.
That's true, especially when Dolphin follows soon after getting slammed by the ham.
Slammed by the hammer. Yeah. Well said.
However, Gloria Blade does have a decent amount of charge. I'd be a little worried about that Zarya, especially if I'm a Junkrat just chucking grenades out.
Absolutely. We have seen earlier in the season Mist with the Diva Extraordinaire having a bit of difficulty holding his own against enemy Zaryas because Zarya, as you know, is almost a hard counter to Diva, so it takes a lot to try to play that matchup. It is going to be UNC getting very low, but they have that nice eye field by Rardino. So satisfying to see everyone get so low, but none of them die.
I want to point out that they did trap Glory Blade, and that's how they netted the kill on him. That's going to be Tamarin getting hit in the back line. Lekt harassing with these grenades.
Lekt's playing 4-dimensional chess. He knows where you're going to be before you get there.
However, we do see Dolphin trying to bring out his own response to Lekt's grenades with his own take on the flying rocket lady.
I don't know. Maybe he just is secretly a far extraordinaire. Maybe he's just a little bit of a little bit of BM saying, "Hey, Lex, this is how you do it."
we are going to see quite a bit of flying coming out from UCF.
Yeah, there is a shatter. It's only Rardino, but he doesn't
die.
Oh, a nice 2K by Lekt, showing that he is still the dominant DPS in this fight, followed up by 2 more kills.
I absolutely adored to see that. That was absolutely beautiful play to take out the 2 flyers trying to take a break.
Yeah, but you know what? It is going to be a tall order because Lekt on the Junkrat playing against double flyers where they're up in the air but you can barely hit them.
Plus, you do see Pandemonium having switched to the Mercy to take care of those flyers. We have a lot of projectiles, not a lot of hit scan.
Yeah,
Mist's going to have to carry a lot of weight on their back.
Yeah, trying to eat up the projectiles for sure. You definitely want to hit the sticky bombs at least. It is going to be Black Mist pushing onto the point once again. There are double windows going out, but they're not going to be enough to get a kill. A nice eye field by Tamarin keeps up his team alive.
Assad with a massive dragon arrow. That's going to be the end.
That was so satisfying. UNC was stuck in that corner.
I think that was it was Assad.
No, it was Assad. Assad copies the Hanzo, shows Minshai how it's done.
However, Minshai with his own dragon arrow, he's probably going to hold on. If I'm him, I'll hold on to it. Yep.
Yeah. He was just kind of sneaking around there for the end of it.
I mean, hey, it got him enough ult charge.
Strong showing by UCF, showing that even a near Masters DPS is not infallible.
If I'm UNC, I'm probably wanting to think about how I'm going to start countering these flyers, because once again, we can't wait too long on countering UCF.
Absolutely. UCF showed they know how to counter in Lijiang. UNC now need to show that they also can play the switcheroo. You know, turnabout is fair play here.
For sure.
Now, UNC didn't get staggered, which is good, so they will be able to take another team fight, opening it up with a dragon, which managed to get Black Mist. Beautifully placed dragon there, right down the corridor.
Also nets a kill, also helps net a kill on Glory Blade. Kills aplenty coming out from Minshai. However, Dolphin retorting with 2 of his own.
And manages to build up that barrage as well, which is going to be hopefully pretty big. Love to see a good barrage.
Yep, that's as long as Mist doesn't suck it up.
It's we finally see Lekt and Minshai swapping to, never mind, I thought they were swapping to hit scans, but Lekt goes back to Hanzo, taking it from Minshai.
Yep, Minshai is going to be going onto that soldier. I can get behind it.
Regardless, that's going to be, a lot of ults coming in. That's going to be the first kill from Dolphin's ult, but UCF still has 4 more ults to play with. UNC, meanwhile, has reset a lot of their ults. A big shatter coming in from Black Mist. That's going to make it a done deal, I think.
Not quite. Don't count UNC out yet. They are holding on here.
Forced to retreat, but is it going to be the end? The point's not all the way at the checkpoint yet, which means they do have a chance to recontest as long as they can stay alive for a little bit longer.
And it's true.
A nice kill onto Dolphin will be helpful there as well. Here it is, UNC finally having the numbers back up and decide to jump onto the point. A returning shatter onto Black Mist, giving him a taste of his own medicine.
Yeah, Glory Blade does get that medicine pack, but it's not going to really matter if his entire team is pretty much dead.
Yep, and that is UNC managing to stabilize. Only 2 minutes left on the clock for UCF Esports.
For sure.
And they have swapped off the Flyers.
Yes, and take a look at UNC's ult economy. We have 3 on deck and 2 quickly on the way.
It was a rough point for UNC. They were really down on economy, but now that they've gotten through it, they've weathered the storm, and now they're looking pretty good to hold second and not even have to play the overtime round.
That's true. However, that's going to be a damage window coming out. However, a retorting dragon window, and that is also going to be an aimbot. However, it doesn't look like the aimbot gets a lot done.
No, UCF knows how to hide from that. Doesn't let any value come out from the attack visor of Minshai. In fact, Minshai is the one who goes down to Dolphin's, what are those called? Arrows. Yes, you shoot them out of a bow. That's why I call it a bow and arrow. Now UCF is coming back in. They want to get this last card progress, and they only have 1 minute left, so this one's going to have to count. Otherwise, they're out for the count.
I want to take a look at Don Josue. He's already almost got his ult again.
Yeah, that could be huge, but Rardana goes down. Not going to be much healing left for UNC, and Don Josue is so low, he gets taken out by the enemy main tank.
They did drop the beat, and I don't think that was the right choice. A lot of players were kind of already down for the count. Might not have been a great idea to go ahead and pop that.
Yeah, unfortunately, the beat not enough to swing the fight. We called those ones losable, and they were, in fact, lost. And it's going to be UCF making this run for the 3rd point. They want to tie it up and go to a 3rd round of King's Row. That's how much we love King's Row here, Harrison. Yes,
of course. If you watch a UNC game, you're going to see a lot of King's Row. It's just a lot here.
Yeah, someone needs to tell UNC, though, that we're here to win and not to play more King's Row. So come on, let's take that point back, y'all.
However, we do see Minshai making a switch to the Widowmaker, possibly going for a bit more hit scan to hit from the back.
Yeah, Minshai decided to take matters into his own hand. It's going to be another ultimate by Dolphin. That one not quite so good. There is some separation there, but not much advantage taken.
Nice shatter!
Once again, there is
a shatter coming out from both sides. Assad getting a double kill, but Glory Blade killing himself. But it might not matter if Glory Blade kills himself if the entire kill feed is blue like that.
I mean, what that came down to was UCF shatter was bigger.
That's true.
The fatter shatter.
The fat shatter
is what matters.
Sure.
I just made that up. Either way, 30 seconds, 1 minute left on the point, and UCF is right there at the finish line. They just have to cross it.
But Minshai with a nice kill on Pandemonium. That might open up the way for UNC to come back.
It does seem that UCF is retreating. They know better than to fight a losing fight. Pandemonium.
Stop using 4 ults challenge.
Pandemonium. Oh, Minshai getting 2 kills onto the enemy DPS. That's what we're here to see.
Yeah, Minshai on fire, has the Widowmaker ult on deck already. You do, in fact, love to see
Look,
that
Assad switches to Widowmaker. Assad saying, "All right, Minshai, this is how it's done."
This is a contest between these two. Lex getting Pandemonium early once again.
Oh, UCF cannot get 6 players on the team, and with 15 seconds left, they're going to have to make something happen without their full team there to make it happen. Minshai does go down, giving Assad a free reign of the sniper battle here. They are on the point at least.
However, there's a lot of ults coming out. Dolphin goes down. Lex still throwing out grenades.
Minshai comes back, domes his enemy, gives them a little bit of payback there. It is still Glory Blade holding down the point, trying to make something happen, but it's going to be the UCF trickling in 1 by 1. They do manage to touch one more time.
Pandemonium quickly hitting the dust again.
Yeah, and Black Mist following right after.
Glory
There's overtime
well.
sinking down. Oh my god, they keep managing to touch it. I don't know how they're managing to do this. Dolphin's going to be the next one up. Let's see if he can make it in time. There's no way.
Not quite.
That is a well-fought win by UNC.
You do. I heavily enjoyed that last take. It looked like UNC was a little shaky mistakey after like the second team fight in the front. But as we can see, Minshai with the play of the game, UNC brought it back fair and square at the end.
Oh.
I think it boils down to just both sides knowing when to switch characters, and UNC just switches it. It's just one step ahead with their character swaps.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I can't remember the last time I've seen a Kings Row match where the DPS pool was that varied.
Oh, for sure.
Because you usually think of it as kind of like you just want to play Brawl, get in their face, make it happen.
Right.
But we're pulling out the Pharah, the Echo, the Junkrat, there was a Doomfist for a bit.
I honestly consider Zenyatta to be a bit of a DPS, the way he can absolutely pick someone off.
Yeah, absolutely.
We saw a Widowmaker for the first time in UNC this semester.
Yeah? Was it?
I think it might have been the first.
Unbelievable.
I think it might have been the first Widow.
And to good effect as well. I gotta say, I love the energy that UCF is bringing. They probably know that they're the underdogs here. But when they see Led come out on the Pharah, they see Minshai come out on the Widowmaker, they say, we can do it better.
Psychological.
Assad comes out on the Widow,
mind
games, into that battle. Love to see it.
It's spectacular play from both teams. I mean, UNC is, like we said, tied for 2nd place, but the 7th place in our division is giving them a decent run for their money.
Yeah, no kidding. Pull it together, UNC, all right? We're tied 1-1. We're going to our 3rd map. This is a best of 5.
I mean, hear me out here. We did pull it together pretty well, and we did hold 2nd point.
All right, that's something.
That I think we might have already pulled it together, and now we have momentum behind us.
Yeah, so you're saying that the next map will be a roll, right?
Depends on the map. If the next map is, I honestly believe, in my platinum opinion, the HPP as opposed to your NPP.
Yes.
I think that if it's Gibraltar, we got it.
Yeah.
However, I think on a different map, it might be a little iffier. It's Havana.
It's going to be Havana. Oh, well, this has got to be UCF's pick, so they didn't have enough of the Widow duel.
Oh, yeah.
They want to show
they want a sniper battle.
That first point of Havana. I'm sorry, I interrupted you, but I'm so excited. That giant corridor.
It's just long. It's just long
the
corridors.
huge sight lines on 3rd point. I would be extremely surprised if we don't see a Widow coming out, possibly from both sides.
Yes. I think once again, I think it's just going to boil down to who's got the best Lucio, who's dropping the funkiest beats, and it's going to come down to who's dropping the best shots on their DPS.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like, Kings Row, you typically think of it as more of a tanks map, just because it's so brawl focused, right? So it's all about the big shatters, and we did see some fat shatters.
Right.
But Havana, it's going to fall down so much more to those long sightline heroes, which the DPS excel at.
Right. And as we saw in that last match, Minshai is, you saw it in those last 2 team fights.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, sometimes just like doink, 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 and that's an entire team fight shut down for UCF. Mm-hmm. So I think it's just going to come down to who can get those doinks.
Yeah, it's all about the doinks, folks. You heard it here first.
All about the doinks.
I was trying to come with the rhyme, but nothing rhymes with doink.
Spoink? That's a Pokemon. Never mind. That's just an entire Pokemon.
That's the wrong video game.
Yeah, so you say. I mean, you ever know when there might be a collaboration. That's not going to happen. It's Nintendo and Blizzard.
Well, we can dream. Regardless, here we are in sunny Havana. You know
I
what?
miss Hollywood.
Cthulhu, I've just noticed that the street lamps are on, even though it's broad daylight. What's up with that? Can we get a close up on the? Never mind. We're onto the game now. We have no time for shenanigans. But
I'm gonna be honest. I know that Hollywood's not like it's a hybrid map, so it technically wouldn't be played here. I miss Hollywood. I like Hollywood. Why does no one play Hollywood?
Because King's Row is an option.
Fair enough.
I think that's what it boils down to.
Honestly, that's fair. Landon song, virus link. UCF is just saying words here,
bringing
folks.
A chaotic energy, both in the chat and in their picks.
Honestly, if this is how they act in other games, it might serve to like kind of put everyone else on off kilter.
Yeah, I mean, like, what? How could you counter a team who's so unpredictable with both their picks and their attitude? To be honest, here we do see both snipers coming out. It's not.
Oh!
Wow! Sorry, I can't speak. A lovely kill onto Lect to open up the fight. It is going to be UCF coming out with double sniper. UNC is a single sniper, just as predicted. Lect's going to have a hard time poking his head out this fight.
That's true, and that's already going to be quite a few of us down. Missed, almost getting a kill on Dolphin, trying to shut him down. Doesn't quite get it. That's going to be a very easy team fight for UCF, quickly pushing the payload.
And that's the power of the double sniper. Lect immediately swapping off to the Hanzo. Don Josue stopping off to the Orisa to support his snipers, give him a little shield to stand in front of. You can't opt out of this one, Cthulhu. You have to play the double sniper here.
That's fair. That's something I've already been able to tell. Isn't this the map that Overwatch 2 trailer kind of played in?
There was a thing about Overwatch 2. There was, I don't know. They showed off a lot of maps in Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
Regardless, they are at this corner, which means not quite as much sidelines, but it doesn't matter.
Let us breathe, please.
I can barely take a breath between commentaries of saying he gets a headshot, and tell you what, I think they're just going to get first point.
It's red in the kill feed. UNC not able to hold these first sight lines. Let's see if they can hold these tighter ones.
Oof. Wow, that was
visceral.
If I had to summarize that first point,
unfortunado.
Doink, doink, doink.
However, Assad goes down early. That might be what we need.
A little bit too cocky there, I think. The positioning, there's really no excuse for that. Regardless, that is going to give UNC an advantage. Both windows coming out on this little bridge here as they try to find the advantage. iFeel is also committed, trying to keep the teams alive. Assad is coming back. Both widows, actually, I got confused because both widows are using the wall hack ability. Infraswite's trying to get a nice doink around these corners, but the sideline's not quite as open here.
That's true. However, that's
a lovely pull by Black Mist. Gets him onto the low ground, following it up with a Gravitic Flux. Is it going to kill anyone? Yes, Rar Dyna goes down. A lovely coordinated play there. Now UCF is pushing forward with all the aggression.
Assad back on the point, doing just fine with the damage here. Don Josue is not giving up the fight just yet. He's still holding on to this point. However, it just seems like UCF is just doing way too well at holding on.
Yes, and there it is, another headshot from Assad and Don Josue, a pair of kills from Dolphin. This DPS duo is on a roll.
Oh, for sure. Raw Dino immediately using the Immortality field. That's going to be a lot of red in the kill feed on the unfortunate sight that is to see a lot of blue.
This is so interesting because when I think of Minshai and Lect, I think of them getting the doinks, but now the doinker has become the doinky.
The doinked?
Yes. Well, at least Lect gets a nice one off to Assad to finish off that fight. But it doesn't matter because UCF has gotten the second point and they have 5 minutes in the time bank to push the third one.
This is visceral to watch, honestly. It does not seem like UNC knows what to do here. They got to stay out of these sidelines. UNC is very good. They're very well known for staying apart a lot. However, it seems to be working aggressively against them as they're all way too far apart to make any benefit from all these different angles they're shooting from.
Yeah, it's just pick after pick from UCF. Regardless, this third point, if anywhere UNC can make it happen, it's here. Perhaps I spoke too soon, but
you hate to see it happen.
Yeah, sorry, I think I might have cursed you on that one.
Yeah, Lex dying Hanzo ragdolls into the sky in a glorious fashion, at least.
But the point is, this last turn into the castle is so tough for the attacking team. If UNC can make a push up, a hold happen, it's gonna have to be here. They are swapping off onto the dive comp, with Don Josue and Miz swapping to the Winston and the Diva. Don Josue, unfortunately, doesn't manage to live long, but this might be a little better for them to try to shut down the DPS, which are so squishy on UCF.
That's true. However, it's just... I don't know. It looks like we're able to get way too in.
Dolphin does get a kill onto the enemy Zenyatta, which means that Tamarin is the only Zenyatta on the point, and he is using that Transcendence to push that point right through the doorway of the castle. DPS both set up with angles. Don Jose trying to make something happen, but he goes super low and has to back out. It's all UCF here. It's their party. It's their game. It's their world. UNC is just flipping at it.
And that's gonna be Blade.
Mitchai brings it back with a nice double headshot.
However, he's not quite out of the woods yet.
No, it's contested. Yeah, for sure.
Mitchai hitting the dirt.
A nice pull by Black Mist, showing he knows how to use Orisa's strongest ability. That's going to be UNC trying to come back one by one. Once again, I'm having deja vu because it is a trickle situation. And in this case, UCF has a comfortable 3 minutes to stem the trickle of UNC players coming out. Mist at least has his bomb. That'll keep him alive for just a bit longer, but it won't net any kills. It's also a Doomfist back on point. Lekt does get shot down. Unfortunately, Minchai does get a headshot. He's doing the best he can, headshot after headshot. But what does it matter when the rest of your team is getting demolished?
It's honestly hard to watch. It's not a UNC. It just cannot stay on the point long enough.
Oh, both supports on UNC taken down by that dragon from Dolphin. Oof. And a very tense Havana where the tables have turned.
Yeah, UNC just could not hold it. UNC kind of fell flat on their face there. I'm not going to lie. They just could not, and they just absolutely could not contest the doinks coming out from Assad and Dolphin.
I got to say, Harrison, I wonder if this is a mental problem. Because we know UNC is more than capable of playing this poke composition and getting those headshots.
And adapting. It feels like I think the talking in the chat might actually be working a little bit. Yeah. UNC might be a little shaken by Assad and Dolphin just kind of giving each other playful banter. Very like
I mean UCF they lose a point and they don't even seem to care. You know, they're on top of the world.
Yeah, I mean it's borderline a very like Bon and Meliodas, a very Goku and Vegeta type, like just very like brotherhood almost. Like I can picture them fist bumping in between each team fight.
Well, we do see UCF swapping off the Widow, so
maybe we'll get a breath of fresh air.
In this case, it wasn't broke, but they are fixing it. No longer want to opt into the Widow battle.
I mean, this would be a nice prediction for us to go on to our Pharah.
I do wonder if it's because UNC tried to pull out the dive there, and Assad on the Cassidy will do much better on surviving those dives as opposed to Widow with only 175 HP.
That's true. However, we are going to see a very interesting choice here. Mist going onto the Roadhog. I'm a big fan of Roadhog myself. My parents are not.
Hi. He does get an opening pick onto Assad. Mist showing that he can get things done. Pops right back into spawn to get healed up. I think Mist wants to take things into his own hands. He's like, all right, DPS, you're not getting enough picks. Let me help you out.
That's fair. If you can't do enough damage, make the damage yourself. Also, I'm not joking. The first time my parents saw the first Christmas skin for Roadhog, they looked me dead in the eye and said, Harrison, that is disgusting.
Oh, that's so rude.
Yeah.
Oh, the poor guy.
The thing is, he was my main at the time, so I was like, I was offended for him.
That's so sad.
Love you, though, Mom and Dad.
Shout out to Harrison's mom and dad if they're watching. Regardless, it is UNC. With that unexpected Hog and Pharah pick, they managed to push through the first half of the first point.
They're all very low, though. They're gonna have to do a better job of holding on to their HP.
Absolutely, and Assad is now on a roll. Gets 2 doinks back to back. It is Doinksville, USA here in Havana.
Ooh, and that's B. He's gonna hit the dirt too.
Or I guess I should say Doinksville, Cuba.
Yeah, Doinksville, Cuba. Well, no, Cuba is not part of the USA. That's
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Lots of little countries down there. You don't hear very much about them in the news, but there's so many Caribbean countries. Sometimes
they're there, and they are suffering from a number of socio-political parties up in northern and European nations. Just
lots of votes coming out. I'm sorry. I would love to talk about geopolitics, but it is going to be a couple of nice ults, giving UCF a few picks here. A dragon tossed out as well.
That's going to be Black Mist going down to a nice charge.
No, I think in this case it was just enough. Dolphin and Assad, once again, Getting the picks. I would love to see their stats. I know we don't get to see their stats because we're not Overwatch League and we don't have, like, we're not working with Overwatch to get the stats on them. But I bet their fucking, I'm sorry, I can't say that. I bet their kill count is insane right now. You know, like, I bet we're looking at, like, 40, 50 by the end of the round.
No, seriously.
We do see a little switch up by Lect. Okay, Far is not working. Let's see if I can sneak around behind him and get a little assassination that way.
It's just, once again, I just don't think they're able to respond to Dolphin and Assad as well as they need to be.
They're trying. They're trying different things. They tried the Hog. They're trying the Tracer. It's not going to work this time because it was a huge Gravitic Flux coming out from Glory Blade. Doesn't want DPS to get all the glory here. And the Immortality Field, but Raw Dino can only do so much.
That's true. Minshai trying to possibly get things rolling at the beginning. However, he just it doesn't seem to be hitting any shots.
At the very least, Mist does get an opening pick, but Pandemonium answers back. I mean, this is a tough situation to keep your mental because pick after pick, you are going on a point and getting folded like a deck of cards.
Like an omelet.
Yeah, folded like an omelet, made out of pain. And what can you do? You got 1 minute left. UNC have to get their head in the game right now. A little bit of mental reset would not be uncalled for here.
It just doesn't look like they can get anything started. It looks like their motor's having troubles, man.
They're doing worse as the round progresses.
Like, I mean, it's sputtering.
To not sugarcoat it, yeah. They're running out of gas.
It's like a very, very old Ford truck where the motor is just sputtering.
All right, there is the music alerting us to the 30-second marker. This is going to be UNC's last pick, and they have to make something happen right now, or they're going to be down 2-1 in a match that should have been an easy win.
Left. That's it. That's going to be a very bad start. Missed already very, very, very low. Don Josue too.
Yeah, they're barely holding on here inside this little tavern.
Support working overtime. They can't touch the point.
They do manage to get to the truck just in time for Don Josue to die, and Minshai to finally get a pick onto Assad. There's going to be no more headshots coming in from him at least.
But Dolphin picking up the slack, going to immediately get his own kills.
Oh, yes, that's 3 in the kill feed. It seems almost every fight we're getting a 3K from Dolphin, and that's going to be Mist going down, make it 4. That is it. Cthulhu, not with a bang, but with a whimper. UNC is taken down, and it is 2-1 in favor of UCF.
Absolutely disgusting to watch. Play of the game likely going to come from Lect, though.
Well, Lect at least consistently getting play of the game. That's
yeah, at least. I'm excited to see what this would be. It's a sharpshooter, play of the game.
Oh, this is going to be... Yes!
Okay.
Oh.
I can say that's play of the game.
Is that it? Is that the whole play? Oh, my God.
Hey, it's the UNC privilege. What can you say?
Overwatch said that doink was so nasty they had to show it again.
UNC privilege.
It was nasty though.
It had the shot. It had the schnoss.
The schnoss, yeah.
Yeah, it had the sauce.
Yeah.
The schnasty sauce.
I do think that Assad was lost in the sauce in that team fight.
Dude, he was devouring the sauce. He wasn't lost in it. He was
gulping it down.
He was gorging it.
Yeah, well,
he had like a boba straw and just slurping it down the whole match.
Those straws are very large.
Yeah, it's an entire can of Alfredo just going down the hole.
Anyway, sauce metaphors aside, we are going into a very tense situation for UNC because, first of all, I heard we're going to Nepal. Hanamura, I'm sorry. I heard Buddha. Will you believe that? I heard that we're going to Buddha, and I was like, Nepal? Okay. No, sorry.
I mean, that's the only possible like extrapolation of hearing.
Yeah,
Buddha.
Yeah, right.
So
this is understandable.
However, this is Hanamura. This is control point. Take the first point.
But yes.
Assault. Take the first point. Very fun. Take the second point.
Not so fun.
It feels like you should be salaried because of how hard it is.
Yes.
It's going once again. I think it's just going to come down to whether or not UNC can take out Assad and Dolphin at the same time. You can't leave one remaining because it's like they take on the powers of the other DPS. Assad and Pandemonium already going back to their banterous ways. I can hear the fist bumps from here.
Yes, absolutely. This is a very tense situation for UNC because, first of all, this is a best of 5, right? So if UCF wins Hanamura, UNC loses the match.
That's true.
And that's not all. This is pivotal because if they lose to... If there's an upset right now in the season, UNC's chances for getting into playoffs are shattered.
That's true.
You cannot afford to lose to a team like this that should have been an easy win.
Exactly. It would honestly be kind of detrimental to just I can almost feel the immense pressure all the players are under.
So much pressure.
Knowing that they're this this close to losing to something they just should not lose to.
And you have to do it on Hanamura.
Exactly.
The map that is notoriously fickle. Like, I know this is UNC's pick, but I'm pretty sure they picked it because it was the least of the evils, right?
Yeah, because imagine if it was Cairo, or is it Cairo?
Temple of Anubis.
Temple of Anubis.
I believe it is situated in Cairo, but...
God, that map sucks. I hate that map. I'm sorry, I abhor that map.
You know, I'm kind of personally a fan of it, but I'm kind of weird in that way.
It's a beautiful map. It's just so not fun to play on.
Anyway, let's get right into the action here. UCF is pushing first. They do have to capture this pagoda, but it's going to be an opening pick by Dolphin. That's not a great sign for the rest of the map.
That's going to be missing the harassment from on the Diva. Going to have to try to retreat to the back line.
Yeah, it does look like UNC is going back to their roots, back onto the brawl with Master Swid on the Lucio and Don Josue on the Reinhardt. But in this case, it's just not enough. Dolphin picks up a second one. Pandemonium gets a kill. Assad gets a kill. Everyone gets a kill.
Red in the kill feed. Assad even putting down sprays.
Love to see the sprays.
So much momentum on the side of UCF. UNC just... The motor is sputtering. It's...
Absolutely.
I don't know if it's the belt. I don't know if it's the transmission. I don't know what it is. All I know is that they are absolutely sputtering out of control right now. Minshai back in this Widow.
They're scrambling to find something that works, right? They're trying something new here. They're trying the, I don't know what to call this comp. They have the May and the Widow, but if you can get a pick, which they cannot in this case, because Assad gets two. No more DPS for UNC. He says you might as well log out now because you're not going to be able to play. That's going to be a 4v6 onto the point.
And Mist can't even harass the Widow. Assad's so good at getting away so fast. Can he get the kill? He finally does.
Yeah, but look at this. Everyone on the point is missing. It's just Master Swid and Mist now. UNC is going to be trickling back, but it's going to be a tough task to take it back.
Assad crying for his mommy in the chat. That's kind of funny.
Look at this. UNC is being treated like a battering. Well, they're being battered by a battering ram right now. They're going in one by one. There is a nice shatter. One by one. Every now and then they do get a kill, but overwhelmingly it's UCF picking them out as they come out the door. A nice welcoming gift. And they're at 2/3 of the point. Can UNC even touch it last time? I don't think they can.
That's painful.
I see my observer giving me a grimace from the distance right now, and I think that's what all the UNC fans are doing right now.
Every time Assad gets a kill, he just like jerks back into his chair as if he's being shot himself.
Yeah.
It's oof.
Imagine if you were playing a drinking game. Every time UCF gets a headshot, take a shot. That's a game that you should not play because it would be very bad.
Assad with the absolute confidence to say that he should be playing tank just because he can. That's a ballsy statement, but honestly, he might be on something.
If you're dominating this hard,
I mean,
you get a little bit of leeway.
That's almost 5 minutes.
Oh, you're not kidding. 4 minutes 49. I thought Hanamura. You remember Hanamura last week, where
now it could happen again. Let's be fair. It could happen again.
Both teams had an insane push. Both teams had like a 5-minute time bank. They just could not put up a defense.
But UNC using the composition that I'm personally gonna call prayer. The
Hail Mary.
Yeah, the Hail Mary. We'll call it that. They have their prayer beads in hand, counting one off.
Now, one thing that UNC did get last week was practice with the Symmetra strats.
Yeah, the Symmetra.
Because they played Hanamura, they defended against Symmetra, they played with Symmetra, they got to do it twice. So,
however, UCF seems to. I feel like they've watched their VODs. They might see this coming.
Who knows? Maybe they have.
That, or if they get Symmetra, a quick pick on Symmetra.
I wouldn't even be surprised at this point. Dolphin, let's see what you got here. Shooting out from the window. Also Assad, swapping onto this Echo that he's also quite strong on.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Assad's watching. Assad is watching the exact point they teleport to. They know it's coming.
He's ready for the stickies. Here it goes.
There it is.
We go through, and UNC does manage to get into the pagoda unscathed. It's going to be UCF trying to retake now, but they've already given off 1/3 of a point. Dolphin raining in the arrows, but it's going to be Assad and Glory Blade who get the first 2 kills. First blood of this round. And second and third blood and fourth blood and fifth blood and sixth blood.
They got a third, but they got team killed. The sputtering is on full blast right now.
Well, look at the bright side. If they do this 2 more times, they get the point.
That's fair. But can they do this? Can they do it 5 more times?
I don't know. They've already swapped off the Symmetra. They know it's not going to work twice. I think this is a good idea. This is absolutely a Hail Mary. This is their last-ditch attempt.
This is an Everest. Don Hostway not even getting through the hole to try and harass the sniper that's giving them so much IFQ. That's a Dragon Arrow already. That's going to be a lot of damage.
That was such a quick fight to build a dragon in, but he does manage to do it. Doesn't get any kills because it was kind of just thrown out into the middle of nowhere. Usually that doesn't get any value. I mean, but it does delay their push for a little bit longer.
And it's also like psychological. Like if you're if I'm UNC, I'm thinking, oh my God, he's already got the arrow. What else do they have?
Unbelievable. Right now they don't have anything, so this is a good chance for UNC to push.
Actually, take a look at Glory Blade, Tamarind, and Assad. They all have ults coming with Black Mist and Pandemonium going to be following close behind.
This Lect and Dolphin swapping kills, and Master Sword managing to bring back Lect. That's going to be huge because now UNC has a numbers advantage. They have not given up, folks. They are in it for the biscuit. I don't know what the saying is. Regardless,
they are risking it for the biscuit.
Yes!
That is going to be a take on the first point. 5 minutes remaining. Can they get the second point is the question of the night, folks. On tonight's episode of Jeopardy, we are going to be figuring out that question right now, and I will complete that joke in approximately 5 minutes.
I look forward to it. I got to say, UNC absolutely living on a prayer here, and fittingly enough, they are halfway there, having taken the first point, and now they need to take the second point just to have a chance to stay in the series and not ruin their playoff chances.
There goes Lect.
Yep, there goes Lect. Losing that 1v1 duel, and Master Sword unable to do anything there as well. That's going to set UNC back a little bit, which means they're not going to have quite as strong of a time bank. Honestly, UNC might be playing for a draw at this point. They just want to get at least getting the point by overtime.
That's true. I mean, at this point, I mean, that's probably their only hope is to try and tie it if they can't take it here.
That's right. Dolphin does get a nice Dragon Arrow through the wall. Gets Raw Dino. UNC unable to get a 6-man stack here to get onto the point.
However, they do get one person onto the point. They're gonna deflect away some of that attention.
Oh, no.
Might not be enough, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, all that does is set UNC back even more because Minchai goes down, and they have to wait for him to respawn. 3 minutes 30, and UNC has so much as gotten 2 people on the point at the same time.
Well, it's actually 3 minutes 45. But
3 minutes 45.
It's only 15 seconds. It's like half a team fight at most.
Yes. Well, UNC, hopefully they've learned that lesson, are not overextending, and they do have this dive comp going on, so hopefully they'll be able to dive onto this high ground. Here it is, with the Nano Boost, no less, but Pandemonium is right there with the Transcendence, making sure that no one dies to that dive, and in fact, it is Lect going down to Master Sword right afterwards. Dolphins on a roll, as usual.
However, that's going to be Assad going back to the Tracer, copycatting that character. He's already proven that he knows extremely well. However, we have a copycat of our own going to take on an appearance of Sigma. Can they get any value out of it? The answer is no.
I'm going to say that what is no? Final answer?
Well, the question so far was, can they take the second point? And so far, Mr. Trebek, it's looking like what is no.
That's right. Dolphin overextends a little bit,
Trebek,
but I don't even think it matters because he will be respawning very soon.
This is
wow. Look at this, and
they can just sit on them and they just get to do it for free.
Even the ult economy, UCF still sitting pretty with 4 ultimates online.
Don Hostway jumping in, might be going in alone though.
Yeah, he was just poking off a little bit. That's what you call a soft dive. You dive, but you have a way to get out. Kind of push him off the high ground.
Yep. Gonna try to dive in, doesn't quite get in there, but Lect is gonna be in there trying to get damage, doesn't get a kill.
Nah, they're ready for that. They know he's coming. There is Minchai trying to make something happen. Not quite a headshot there, just a body shot. And a big bomb by Mist.
That could be enough. That's a third. That could be it. Black Mist, anti-nated, has a powerful thing going on right now. However, Lect is trying to get back from the bottom. Currently 1v1ing a Brigitte, which is not fun.
UNC, oh, they're hitting their second win. Lect and Mist between them get 6 kills. Don Jose trying to get a body block, but it's not able to stop that gravitic flux from going out. Takes down Lect. That's going to be a lot of damage, but Master Sword brings him back. UNC is risking it for the biscuit.
This is looking good, folks. This could be it. If they can keep UCF from trickling back on, which is something they are good at, they can take it here. However, it looks like UNC has a good chance. They do keep getting these kills, but can they continue?
Pandemonium has the rally. That's going to keep him up. Very hard to kill here on the point, and in fact, he does get a kill into Lect. He just can't stay alive. But now Minchai showing up, gets 2 kills from the high ground. That's 2 points. Are they going to get 3? Please let him get 3. Don't let him die here.
Good looks. That's Black Mist. Tamarind's back onto the point. That's going to be another revive coming out from Master Swood.
This is the classic Hanamura. The stall never ends. The fight can go on for years and years, and that's what's happening right now. Mist trying to show up another bomb. He opened it with a bomb. He got another one. That's how long this fight has been going on. No kills this time, though, and this time UCF is taking back control of the point.
Don Josue now got the big old charge, got the steroids.
He does jump in, and they do manage to get a kill onto Assad, but Rar Dino is down. That's not much healing left for UNC.
There's too much red in the kill feed for them to be able to hold on well enough. That's going to be another kill on to Mist. That's Don Josue going down. They're going to pull out, try to take it the last third on another day.
That's right. It's going to have to be a day very soon. That was such a promising push, but UNC unable to beat the Hanamura curse and stop the stall. Now it's only 30 seconds left, and they still have 33%.
Economy. UCF has 3 right now. 2 more quickly on the way to UNC's maybe 1.
Well, this is it. This is
for
do or die
all
time
of the marbles, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be a big old push. That's going to be Don Josue diving into the side. They need to touch point. Minshai goes down.
It's not a great start. UNC already down, and they barely got to the point. Like throwing in the Dragon Strike, trying to make something happen, but Pandemonium is in your back lines, eating your supports up for breakfast.
That's the thing, is that Brigitte is a verifiable 1v1 machine.
And UNC, there's no one on the point. Can they get back in time? No way, Jose. That is an upset victory for UCF, taking UNC Varsity down 3-1 in what was possibly the most depressing match I've seen this season.
GG's coming out. UNC almost got that point, but Pandemonium a player from UCF getting to play the game for the first time. Pandemonium, honestly, I'd honestly argue one of the MVPs of UCF.
Oh, a little bit more banter going down in the chat. One thing I'll say for sure is UCF knows how to have fun. But here we also value good sportsmanship, and it's
fair and square. It was fair and square. I can't complain. It was fair and square.
Yeah. A solid match. UCF strutting their stuff, you know?
And pretty much stomping on UNC's chances of the playoffs, unless every other person that was tied for 2 decides to also lose to an upset.
Yeah, it's not impossible, but
unless there's unless there's a massive overhaul. The Rams seem to have fallen off the mountain.
Yeah, that's why. We're not the Mountain Goats. We're the Rams.
Yeah,
you know?
That's why the Rams fell off.
Maybe we can look at the standings again, just to have one last look at the coming weeks.
One last look at what could have been.
UNC is. I imagine they're going to be practicing hard next week because.
Oh yeah. I'd take a day though. Just to
take a few days.
Take a day, get a burger, get a nice hibachi bowl.
Maybe what we need is like a team kind of like
take a
game night.
Yeah, get a powwow.
Team dinner.
Yeah, play some board games, play some party games. Maybe
some low stakes.
Do some karaoke.
Low stakes, lower that blood pressure.
Yeah. Make sure you go low on the sodium intake. Don't want to get hypertension.
Yes, absolutely.
Hate to see it happen on hypertension, man.
Yeah, no, don't want that. But we are facing Kennesaw State University next week, and as you see, that is one of the teams that is vying for these playoff slots. So UNC is going to have to bring their A game, and they're going to have to bring their A game for the rest of the season.
Their game's going to have to come to show because they have a long way to run forward now.
Yeah,
they got to climb the mountain all over again.
Absolutely.
Got to go into a bit of a training arc, possibly.
Yeah, maybe this is
hyperbolic time chamber.
Maybe this is the low point in the character arc, and they're about to. This is their
they're looking
comeback.
Towards the sky. You say run begins to play, and now this might be where they come back. However, from an analysis standpoint, they were not doing enough to take care of the DPS of the enemy team.
Yeah,
they're getting outperformed. Our DPS are getting outperformed, and we were letting them have way too much. They had way too much free reign on our back line.
Yep. The coordination wasn't too great. We couldn't decide on a team composition. We kept scrambling for something that works. And
prayer comp, if
you could tell by the end of Hanamura, you could tell that UNC was trickling in one by one and getting killed, which is, Overwatch 101. You want to push as a team of 6. And that just goes to show that is momentum.
Yeah.
You talk about it all the time, but when you lose that badly, it's so easy to.
How can you come back from that? They did it last week, but at the same time, that was last week.
Yeah.
That was just bombastic.
Yeah.
But Oof. Oof.
Well,
there's nothing bombastic about that game. It was more just like,
nah.
we took the first game. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Or I should say doink, doink, doink.
Yeah, it was doinks, not bonks.
Regardless, that is all the Overwatch we have for today. We will be back hopefully next Monday unless it's rescheduled again, and we have plenty of content coming down the pipeline here at UNC Broadcasting. But for now, give UNC your energy. They're going to need it.
Yeah, give us your Spirit Bomb energy, and while you're doing that, make sure you give us that Spirit Bomb energy to all of our social medias. Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. We got it all, folks. We could do whatever you want us. I mean, we even have a Discord if you want to find that. Feel free to post on there, interact with us on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, subscribe to our YouTube, give us that free Bezos bucks if you're feeling frisky. But we will see y'all next week. We have plenty of streams coming on all week, of course, every single day of the week. We love bringing y'all some more delicious content. Please catch us next time. That has been Cthulhu Kariowa and
Niv. I'm Niv.
At the Carolina Gaming Arena at the basement of Craig Residence Hall. We will see y'all later. Catch y'all later. Peace out.